In this episode, you're going to talk about Michael Jackson, age, death, wife, children, family, biography, and much more. He died at the age of 50 years, and the cause of his death was cardiac arrest. He was worth $1 billion. His full name was Michael Joseph Jackson. His nickname was MJ, or King of Pop. His profession was singer, songwriter, dancer, actor, record producer, businessman, and philanthropist. He was famous for Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous song. His physical statures were a height of 5 inches or 175 centimeters. His weight was 60 kilograms or 132 pounds. His body measurements: he had a chest of 38 inches, waist of 28 inches, and biceps of 13 inches. His eyes were black. His hair was black. In his personal life, Michael Jackson was born on August 29, 1958. At the time of his death, he was 50 years. The cause of his death was cardiac arrest due to intoxication with propofol and benzodiazepine. His place of birth was Gary, Indiana, USA. His zodiac sign was Virgo. His nationality was American. His hometown was Gary, Indiana, USA. He homeschooled. He did not attend college, and his education qualification was high school. His debut album was Got to Be There in 1972, while his debut film was The Wiz in 1978. On his family, his father was Joe Jackson, an ex-boxer who worked in US Steel, while his mother was Catherine Jackson, who worked at Sears. He had brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Randy. His sisters were Rebbe, Latoya, and Janet. His religion was Christianity. His ethnicity was African American. He had hobbies of basketball and reading. Michael Jackson had different controversies, like he was charged with child abuse twice in 1993 and 2005. In addition to several other charges, the court pronounced Michael Jackson innocent in all accounts. After Michael reciprocated the charges on him, Michael Jackson made the loop bags to riches and then back to rags because he had to spend a lot of money in defending himself in the alleged lawsuits. It became hard for him to pay back the $270 million loan that he had taken against his music publication. MJ's death in itself had invigorated a lot of controversies. His family believes he was murdered. The doctor, Conrad Murray, who prescribed the drugs to Michael, was put in jail and released after 2 years. Michael's sister, Latoya Jackson, claimed that he was just a scapegoat. His last call with his manager went like, as quoted, "If I should tell you this, there are many who may not want to hear me anymore." There are conspiracies that the group Illuminati was the mastermind behind Conrad. Also that there is a group called Star Workers that is involved in such operations. A federal agent, Robert Connors, blew the whistle on the involvement of government with it and stated that Operation Sideswipe of the Project MK Ultra aimed at brainwashing and controlling the youth and population through music. By controlling the subject matter and adding subliminal messages to Michael, probably broke out of it and broke it to the public that Illuminati and higher powers have an ulterior motive. He had favorite things. Food: he ate Mexican taco and burrito, sushi, pizza, chicken, fish, fresh fruits, popcorn, vanilla ice with cookies pieces, sunflower seeds, glass donuts, frosted flakes with milk. Color were red, black, white, and golden. His favorite color, as seen in many of his attires, were red, black, white, and golden. His favorite singers were James Brown, Jackie Wilson, Smokey Robinson, Sammy Davis Jr., The Temptations, and Diana Ross. He had also favorite movies which were Peter Pan, E.T., Star Wars. His favorite songs were Tobacco Road, You Are My Sunshine, Cloud Nine by The Temptation. His favorite books were Peter Pan by James Matthew Barrie, Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach, The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. His favorite TV show were The Three Stooges, Flip Wilson Show, Brady Bunch, Roadrunner Show, and Simpsons. His favorite actresses were Shirley Temple, Elizabeth Taylor, and Katharine Hepburn. His favorite actors were Morgan Freeman and Marlon Brando. Morgan Freeman and Marlon Brando were his favorite actors. His favorite drink was almond milk, fruit smoothie, orange and carrot juice. His favorite artists were Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. His favorite game was Monopoly. The composers of his best were Claude Debussy of Afternoon of the Faun, Girls and Affairs, and more. Michael Jackson also had relationship affairs with different people. His marital status, he was divorced in 13 years before his death. He had different girlfriends, that is Whitney Houston, Madonna, Brooke Shields, Lisa Marie Presley, Debbie Rowe. His wife was Lisa Marie Presley, whom he married from 1994 to 1996. Later, he divorced and married Debbie Rowe in 1996 to 1999, and later they divorced. Michael Jackson had children, whom his son was Michael Joseph Jackson Jr., daughter was Paris Michael Catherine Jackson, and Prince Michael Jackson too. Money factor, Michael Jackson was a tycoon. His net worth was $1 billion with a debt of negative $500 million. He had different houses in Neverland Ranch, Santa Barbara County, California, and Fred's Tattoo House. He had all different types of cars: Rolls-Royce, limousine, sedan Barrett, Ferrari, Cadillac Blue, neon clutching, Mercedes-Benz, and Chevys. There are some facts that you didn't know about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, he did smoke, he did drink alcohol, he was an average student with very bad spelling grammar and was considered increative and being a shy but best dressed student. His father was strict and abused Michael Jackson physically and emotionally. All the Jackson kids agree that whipping was common at the time and it set them straight and made them capable. The costumes in the video of Thriller were from the Salvation Army. He loved children, and probably because he missed his own and the abuse he suffered as a child, the black band that he wore was a reminder of child abuse. He won 8 Oscars in 1984. Scream has been the most expensive video of $700 million. He loved pets and had a python crusher, 2 llamas, and chimpanzees. Michael invented special boots that he used for his leaning forward step and smooth criminal, the lean step in Patent by MJ. He had a meeting in the Twin Towers the day of 9/11 incident took place. He missed it because he overslept. The director of the video band was the famous and creative Martin Scorsese. He lived in an oxygen tent for long life and beauty. He was literally a king. He was given a royal title by the people of Gabon, a village in Ivory Coast. Guinness World Records crowned him as the most successful entertainer of all the time, the GOT of all the time. Other than multiple entries in the Guinness World Record, Michael Jackson has won 13 Grammy, a Grammy Legend Award at Grammy Lifetime Award. The King of Pop has sold over 400 million albums. Michael said that he had only had 2 plastic surgeries for his nose and chin. He claims both of them were health reasons. His nose broke practicing a complex dance move. He claimed it's believed that he had several surgeries. Michael Jackson was a bookworm. He will spend thousands of dollars in just one visit to a bookstore. He once came across a second-hand bookshop and bought it for $100. $100,000 and had the books brought over to his home. He had 2 secret affairs with girls from overseas and called them friend and flower. Nobody knew about them except his bodyguards. He had to make his kids wear masks in the public and so gave them code names to keep their identity hidden and secured. There is much more about Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and his kids did laundry by themselves. For more information and more stories about Michael Jackson on part 2, keep subscribing, and may his soul rest in peace.